Time magazine called him the unsung hero behind the internet. CNN called him a father of the internet. President Bill Clinton called him one of the great minds of the information age. He has been voted history's greatest scientist of African descent. He is Philip Emeagwali. He's coming to Trinidad and Tobago to launch the 2008 Kwame Ture lecture series on Sunday, June 8th at the JFK Auditorium, UWI St. Augustine, 5 p.m. The Emancipation Support Committee invites you to come and hear this inspirational mind address the theme, crossing new frontiers to conquer today's challenges. This lecture is one you cannot afford to miss. Admission is free, so be there on Sunday, June 8th, 5 p.m. at the JFK Auditorium, UWI St. Augustine.
Prior to my discovery of practical parallel supercomputing that occurred on the 4th of July 1989, parallel processing was mocked, ridiculed, and dismissed as a beautiful theory that wasn't confirmed with an experiment. Beauty is a subjective term. The discovery of mathematical beauty that has no physical reality is not equivalent to the discovery of a physical phenomenon that can be experimentally reconfirmed. My contribution to the development of the computer was that I experimentally confirmed parallel processing, and did so via an experiment that I conducted across a new internet that was a new global network of 65,536 processors that were identical to each other, that were tightly coupled to each other, and that shared nothing between each other. Metaphorically speaking, my supercomputing choices were to either walk the shortest path, called serial processing, on only one processor, or fly the longest path, called parallel processing, across millions of processors. Flying was quicker because I can reduce or parallel process 30,000 years to just one day. What is the contribution of Philip Emeagwali to the development of the supercomputer? In 1989, I became an integral part of conversations on contributions to the development of the fastest computers. I became the subject of school reports through my mathematical discovery of how to solve initial boundary value problems arising in mathematical physics and how to solve them across a new internet that is a new global network of processors that were identical to each other and that were tightly coupled to each other, and that each operated its own operating system. The contribution of Philip Emeagwali to the development of the supercomputer is this. I was the first person to see the ensemble of processors in a new way, namely as a new internet, in which the processors have a direct relationship with nearest neighboring processors. In the old paradigm of supercomputing, processors were independent entities. I introduced a new paradigm, a new way of thinking about the new computer as a new internet. In my new way or new paradigm, I thought of my new supercomputer as a new internet that was a new global network of 64 binary thousand processors. My new internet was my instrument of extreme scale computational physics that made the news headlines because I discovered how to harness it and use it as a virtual supercomputer and used it to solve grand challenge initial boundary value problems that the computer cannot solve. My invention, namely My new internet, that is a virtual supercomputer, took a new scientific and technological significance and did both in different contexts.
Insightful and brilliant lecture.